Hey babes, welcome back to the channel. Today is Vlogmas day 22. Oh my god, I made it 22 days posting consistently. I'm almost done. I know this video is like way later than my normal upload time, but I had to make sure I had worthy content because honestly, as the days start going on, you run out of ideas. But I knew I had some more ideas in me just to finish out Vlogmas. But I also want to give a special shout out to my mom. Today is her 56th birthday. I know I don't really talk about my mom a lot because she has passed on, but today is her birthday, so I still want to celebrate it because in memory, she's always with me and she's always growing older. But let's get right into the PA school update. I know in my last Road to PA School update, I was telling you guys how I finally got into a master's program to kind of help bridge me over into the PA program. So I'm officially halfway done with the Mph program. My first year ended December 13th. And I was waiting until I got my final grades back to kind of update you guys to make sure my GPA is what it's going to be. Because honestly, it's still really good right now, so I don't mind sharing it with you guys. So I will post a screenshot of what my ending first year of Mph Program Gpa is. And outside of being halfway done with my MPH, I am also now starting to gear up to apply to PA school. Now I'm a little iffy if I want to apply next year while I'm still trying to wrap up my MPH, or if I want to apply the year after that. But I always have to keep in mind whenever I apply, most programs will start that next year. So let's say I do wait and apply 2022, most of the programs I'm looking to attend will probably start in 2023 or later on that year in 2022, depending on, how their cycles roll out. So I'm trying to keep that in mind when I think about applying. Also, there's some deadlines, so a lot of your prerequisites will expire after 10 years. I don't think I'll be waiting 10 years to apply to PA school, but I definitely want to keep in mind because I did some dual enrollment in high school that may trickle down and be 10 years old by the time I apply, so I just want to keep those things in mind. But yes, officially halfway done with the MPH, starting to gear up to apply to PA school. To start doing that process, I have been studying for the GRE. Now, not consistently like I was. Like at first when I got my books, I was like, come on, we gotta get to it. Now I'm a little bit like, I'll open my book here and there, but I don't plan to take the GRE until next summer, just to give myself enough time to study. Also, I did get a job recently, so now I have to factor in that I'll be going to work for 8 hours a day, still be doing YouTube, and still have to study for the GRE to prepare to take that exam next summer. So that's something I'm trying to hone in on and just prepare myself for. And then also I have to start writing my personal statement again. So I applied the first cycle with a personal statement that honestly was not very good. Like I hadn't read over it well. So when I looked at it again after I got all the rejection letters I was gonna get, I was like, you know what? This was a terrible personal statement because it wasn't true to me. It was just some things I wanted to say to make me stand out, but they didn't really make me stand out, So I have to revise that. I may just scrap it and start all over. But also, like I mentioned in that previous videos, there's so many programs and groups that will help you throughout this whole process. So I'm definitely looking to become a part of some of those. Now they do cost you, but I feel like in the long run, when you become a PA, they'll be so much more worth it. And I want to apply to 2 or 3 because I want different opinions on my personal statement. I want different opinions on kind of how to fill out my application, because if you guys don't know, PA school, when you apply, they use a CASPA, which is a centralized application site. So use that one application to apply to all PA programs in the United States. And I just want more people to look over that and make sure I'm doing everything correctly. I feel like in this instance, more heads are better than one. So those are some things I'm doing. But I'm so excited to be almost done with this MPH. I don't know what to do. This is actually a lot more. I took on a lot more than I thought I was when I applied for the program, because honestly I was just in a rut and I really wanted to prove to myself that I could do something, and then do something that was worthwhile, that would make a great impact in the community. But I didn't realize exactly how much went into the Mph program, so I'm quickly learning that it's a lot more to it than I thought. Just looking back over this year, I would say some of my better classes was my foundations class, which like set the tone for the program and what things we'll be learning. I really enjoyed that class, mostly because of the teacher. She was super nice, very understanding, worked with you with everything. If you came to her with any issues, she would try to help you out. Another one of my favorite classes is one I recently took this quarter, which was Epidemiology. Now, prior to taking this course, I didn't understand epidemiology. I didn't even quite know what it meant. But after taking the course, now I have a better understanding of it. It is actually something I'm quite interested in. So I'm sure when I start finishing up my MPH, if I don't get into PA school, I may apply to some epidemiology positions, because it sounds really, really cool to me. Some of my least favorite classes would have to be the theories class. And theories entails like a subset of like theoretical, foundations that make up the public health sector. Like there's just some fundamental theories that you can go off of to set an intervention, to create a plan to change the community's health aspect. Like that class, I don't know if it's because of the way it's taught or the teacher I had, but it's like a standardized class. So all the teachers have the same syllabi, all the teachers have the same class materials, they have the same projects. But I don't know if it was because of those things, like maybe I just didn't like the class in general, or I didn't like my teacher, but I didn't like that class, period. And another class that was like my least favorite this year was assessment and planning. We had to write a whole proposal for an intervention for like organization that we partnered with within the community we want to influence. And it was me and 4 other teammates. I would say we worked well as a team, but I feel like the whole project was kind of upside down because we had different rubrics to follow. It was all saying different things as far as the guide to write the proposal. So it was frustrating and it was time consuming. It was very tedious. The teacher was super nice though, but I just hated the assignment. And that assignment was the entire class. So the entire quarter in that class, all we did was focus on that project. We ended up with an A, so perfect, but like, I really did not like that class. And it's not something I would, because it just, to me, the class was just about how to properly assess what a community needs. I mean, that was basically, it was called assessment and planning, and that's basically all it was. We assessed what the community need, we planned out an intervention, and that was it. But it's like some of this stuff, I feel like personally could be taught on the job. Like I'm not even sure if you would need a whole class dedicated to that. But I'm not the one who came up with the curriculum. I took the class, it was okay, but I would recommend they like change up the curriculum and not make that project the entire class. So far, that's what's going on as far as my road to PA school goes. I'm really looking forward to this next year, even though the classes are super hard. I've been reading the syllabi for next quarter. It doesn't start till January 11th. But the classes seem a lot harder. As you progress, that's kind of what I expected, but I feel like, with grad school, it's just like, especially because we're in the quarter system, so it's a much shorter system than a semester system. I feel like the classes are getting so hard, like so quickly. But the teacher seems nice. In one of my classes, she already introduced herself. But I'm really nervous for this next quarter. So yeah, guys, keep me in your prayers. Keep me in your spirits. If you're a PA, please reach out and help me like understand better or guide me throughout this CASPER process. As I said before, I'll be sure to still join some groups because I really want to be a PA. That is my ultimate end goal. I'm not going to stop until I get there because this is my thing. If I felt like I was going for something that was unattainable, I would have stopped a long time ago. Because I would have been like, okay, I don't want to spend all my energy into something I think I will never achieve. But this is something that is totally attainable for me. And I want to prove to myself that I can get that. I can get what I want out of life. So that's kind of why I'm still pushing myself, even though I've been rejected one cycle before and I have to do all this like backtracking to try to make myself a more competitive candidate. But I'll do it because I know this is what I want to do long term. So guys, this has been a little road to PA school update. I would love to see in the comments things that you guys are working toward, whether it be something to end this year off, something you're working toward in 2021. I would just love to know goals that you guys are working on because I know I'm not the only person that's pushing myself to achieve something. So as always, guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, Bye.